Admittedly, the speed control isn't brilliant.
Do you want an angle grinder? Welcome back to Tools and Track. Today we're going to Donington. As we promised, we're going to try and do a bit more track on Tools and Track, and Not Kill was getting a bit repetitive. Now, good news, we've got a good squad going, so there'll be a good few cars we'll be able to get a sight of. Bad news is, I'm not one of them. I'm just going down to video because, well, as you gathered, none of my shit works. We've got the Vacant Stick coming down in the Fiesta, we've got Ali coming down in the 405, and we're meeting in Chesney there with a Focus ST. None of these cars are what they would seem on paper, so it's definitely going to be worth watching. Anyway, first steps first, we need to get there, and even this car is doing my tits in, so I'm getting a lift down.
I'm thinking more of a KFC. What do you?
I'm alright with a Greg's, but
I'm alright with a Greg's, but have you seen how you get to Greg's? I don't think the camera's going to quite acknowledge how wet this is.
no, I think we've got the hint. Scotch corner, Scotch corner.
They go in the beach caravan and they're talking about the fullest way person they've bumped.
We do
South Africa.
legitimately talk about things that are not still game,
Jack gets very sentimental.
but not often. So we're in Nottingham and we have a porter on the go, and I'm at that sweet spot.
No. I passed the sweet spot some time ago, Mr. Anderson.
I'll be honest, I think we're both quite beyond the sweet
So
spot.
we drove down together. Me and the Feasty and Tommy and Amy were in the support vehicle, the Seat Exeo,
The sexy
which triggered an engine light 5 minutes after we left Glasgow.
It's a Volkswagen.
We need to be at the track for 7:30, not 8. Chris informed me. I said to him to go and check it now. The driver check-in opens at 8.
Did they know we were drinking? Did they not make it like 9 just because it's us?
Well, people show up late quite a lot, but what's
Okay.
really interesting is that we looked at the garage plan, which is on the screen now, and you observe the name just above David Hogg and Alistair McNair, which is our garage, is Abby Eaton, who
Chances of that being the same one.
Well, I don't know. You need to, when you sign up for these track days, you need your own name for your licence. So I think it might be. If it is, that'll be really exciting. I'd imagine if we stroll up the cameras like, "Hi, she'll be like, this is great. It's just like the Grand Tour, except there's 100 viewers and it pays me nothing."
Gary, that's how you might do it.
That's not making it in. Caked and cut. I think this one's better. Look at this. This is what happens when you import a car from Japan.
That's what happens when you give a cheese grater a hand job.
Number 1, you don't drive it anywhere because it's f***ed. Number 2, you get covered in cuts because it's f***ed. Number 3, you drive your 318D instead because that's reliable.
That's what it's not fun.
That's f***ed. Instead of that, you bring an Impreza.
No, wait,
That's
that's
f***ed. And then you bring the Mrs.
The backup of backups.
No, it's f***ed.
the irony. The TVR was the most reliable car I had, and that was a TVR. It is an ungodly hour of the morning. The sign on for drivers is 7:30, and because I like to have the option, even though I don't have a car, I'm signing on as well. So sight and laps start pretty early as well at Donington, so we're up. Luckily, we are really antisocial and stayed in a private inn right next to the airport, and the airport's right next to Donington Park. Grogginess will be removed shortly once I ingest a litre of coffee, and we'll hopefully be here before everyone else so we can help with the unpacking and get it in film. Oh, it's big.
That's what she said.
So we're here, it's 07:51. I will going to get all the fuels unloaded, get all the stuff out of the car, then it won't be 1800 tonnes anymore. Get the semi-slick track tires on. Damp at the moment, it's due to push down all day, but I live in hope.
Step 1. If you're going to have an off, make sure you can get it back on again. Did I hear a tyre strategy getting discussed there? What we thinking?
Top level. I'm just going to keep the fronts on the front. This will destroy them, but it means the rears can get swapped and I just need to buy 2 more.
I mean, I could counter that by saying if you're going to destroy them, you'd at least have tread from the back you could swap over later in the day.
Aye.
If you put the meaty ones in the front.
But if I put these in the back, that gives the back less grip, and I'm not really sure I want to be doing that on a plate Donington.
How much tread are there?
It's not so much the tread, it's this inner pattern's been demolished.
But it's dry this morning, you could rotate in the afternoon.
It isn't going to be for long, is it?
Chuck them on, see what happens. At the end of the day, see if you're having trouble gripping in the wet, put the roads on.
The road tyres will be worse.
You look fresh.
I love non-stop traffic. Just driving to the shop in my Focus.
First ever run around Donington. Very slow sighting lap, obviously, just to get an idea of where the lines were. So we were behind the safety car the whole route. A lot faster than Knockhill, obviously. I mean, most of the time our average speed on a slow lap was about 50-60 mile an hour, and it felt slow. Going around Knockhill, that you're on a line, you know. So very interesting. It's going to be a very, very sweet and fast track, I would say. But a lot of opportunities for some offs. I can see why it's that Kramer comes regarded as a bit of a it's downhill. Do I go for a shower now, mate? Hopefully the rain will come on.
I'll be getting one shortly, aye.
Rinses all off.
Can you just cut to the end where it's on the car?
No, I want to see the shaky finger action.
I know. A bit actually gutted it's not in line with the windscreen.
There'll be on camera judgment here for this. I don't know. I'll shut up.
I don't do well under pressure.
should note, Ali's first set of quick laps, we have a malfunction.
Oh no, what's happening?
Fixed. Sorry, mate. My wing mirror glass failure.
Hey, that's optional.
Just riding around like this. Stop
Do you
falling out of the
want to
track.
get duct tape like all 4 or 5 stuff? Other than that, all good. That's the first thing we need to do after the first lap. Obviously we've ran more or less road pressures on it. They've now warmed up, and as a result of that we'll be way overinflated. Now that we've got that heat in, we're going to drop the pressures and get it into a more manageable level. As a result of that, we maybe done 7-8 laps and we're starting to feel the grip loosening off. So tyre pressures are critical at a track day. Check them. Check them. Now I'm going to spend 5 or so laps on track to try and keep this on track. Pray for me.
How are you feeling about this, Hoggy?
Good. No, it's not the first time he's going for this on a track.
Good luck.
So, it's been a productive morning. Everyone's been out on track, nobody's had any offs. Big man's had some tutoring, and the instructor has clearly identified a problem with the understeer on the wee Fiesta. So, we've had to do a wee bit of remedial work. The first thing we've tried is swapping the tyres in the back to the front. For the sake of longevity, we were running out the tread on the fronts, but I think they're probably washing out now. Today been swapped. We've also upped dampening considerably all the way around just to firm it up. What that's done for us is shaved several seconds off with my fat arse in the passenger seat. So the big man's now away out himself to see if we can get somewhere close to a 130-ish. That's kind of the target for the day, 130. That's a good time. Failing that, the only option we've got left is either new tyres, which is not going to happen today, or upping the rear height a bit, which we're kind of reluctant to do because, don't ask me why, the rear coilovers don't like to lock well once you're fanning about them. But if that's all that's left this afternoon, we might do that. Aye. So, how did those changes go?
131.
Whoa! Any other thoughts on what we can make?
I don't know. I'll tell you what my thought is now. I've got a 30 a tank left.
Ooh! Well,
I think I might need petrol.
yeah.
Let's park up and take a break, shall we? Yeah, it's better. The front end's still just on compression. There's just no grip at the front. Once you get out of the corner, or even once you're on the exit, it's fine. But I think it's bumps here. But it's better. It's its best configuration with the tyre pressure set right in the front, with the soft reduced. So it's at like 24 clicks of 31, the back's on the full 31. It feels okay, it's just the grip isn't quite there. We'll check the pressures again. 31.5, it's fine.
Yeah, that's kind of where you want.
Brakes are absolutely like I almost spinned it on that last lap, but the pedal just went to the floor and wasn't very effective.
Well, the good thing is we'll know what we need to do next.
Well, I know exactly why that is. It's because it doesn't have decent brake fluid.
Yeah.
I sort of knew this and I was fine with it. The thing you don't want to do when you're building a track car like this is make loads of changes at any one time. That's why I didn't take the interior out. It's why I didn't the brakes. I also didn't want to risk busting a bleed nipple just before a track day. So, but during winter, when we're locked away fixing your Supra and doing other things, we'll get some decent brake fluid in, new pads, new discs. We maybe get the spacer kit and get bigger discs. But it's good. It's good, man.
Quality.
Happy mate. Happy. How cool is that?
Absolutely. Let's now eat.
Lunchtime.
Yeah. Can I leave it long in front here, do you think? Yeah, okay. Pretty much, I think, yeah. I do the same thing. Fix the car just once they do it. Only you could crash and have Abby Eaton come in and talk to you.
He tried to keep up with you and he just sideswiped you.
Out of jealousy, I rammed him off the
Out of
track
jealousy,
because I couldn't handle how much better the driver is.
So how many more laps are you going to do?
Do you want to drive Chris's car? He's doing fabulous work there. Look on the bright side, it'll be nice and quiet while you're back.
That's good. He's got one mirror, he can't see you. What about it, of course, you can't actually see.
There's always a temporary fix to be had. Tools and Track style. And if you thought things were skittish before, the rain just come on.
At the end, I just remember thinking, this is a you know what this stag do went wrong? Me and him went to the shops and we bought a litre bottle of Jack Daniel's honey. And we got back to the house, we were drinking away, I think loads of beers, we were drinking various. Goodbye tomorrow, goodbye my friend. So, the track day was some hours ago now.
Yes.
And we've been at the bar a few times and we found that they have Midday.
Don't give him.
Maduri. Yes, I know. I remember that.
And we need to be driving home tomorrow. I suspect
you need to be driving home tomorrow.
I suspect we'll be having a recovery of Weatherspoons and a few episodes of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
4 PM.
And an overnight stay and driving home on Friday.
How many people could fit in the basement to recover?
Tommy isn't here anymore because Tommy's quite old now.
Yeah.
Tommy's getting on and Tommy can't do a late night. To be fair, he left about 11:30. 11:30's good for Tommy. I love you, brother.
The thing is with Tommy's younger than us.
Thanks for joining us. Join us next time on Fannies and Slack. Aye. Tools and Track episode should have ended hours ago, but we're now in McDonald's. We wanted some water. We figured where can you get water at, I don't know, 12:30 on a Thursday morning in Nottingham. McDonald's. Mate, you've got 20 quid worth of 6 waters. Stop adding more waters. That's extra waters. 4 waters. 4 waters.
Aye, but we need a bottle of water for the morning as well. Keep me take my focus and track.
How much are those for?